All right, Mikey, kick us off into Geoff Neal.
Geoff, hands of stone, steel. Or hands of
Oh,
steel.
God
Hands of
damn.
steel. Hands of steel. God damn it.
Oh, man.
I fucked that
Here
up.
we go.
I know. I kicked that off wrong.
Wicked.
Pause.
It's okay.
Geoff Neal, hands of steel, ranked 11th at welterweight, coming off the first season of Contender Series, training out of 4-7 May in Dallas, Texas, alongside Uriah Hall, Alonzo Menafield, Alex Morano. You guys have quite the stable. You guys have been rolling. Your coach, say up there for Coach of the Year. He's been doing phenomenal. And you have this is a staggering stat in itself. 2.25 knockouts per fight is the average out of anybody in any weight class, living up to the nickname. How's your year been? I know it's been a tough year for you, but I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to let you say it. How's your year been so far?
Pretty non-eventful besides me getting sick, almost dying. COVID kicked off. I had to go back home to my family with my daughter just because I didn't want shit to get crazy here in Dallas, and stayed there for about a couple months. Came back, got matched up with Neal, and then got sick 3 weeks before the fight. So I had to sideline myself for about 2 months. But now I'm back in it, getting ready for Wonderboy in 19 days, main event. So couldn't be better.
Yeah, you deserve it, man. That's a big fight, huge opportunity, especially getting to fill in for the main event spot, just like Neil Magny was talking about. So I have to emphasize the first and last names because the Neils are kind of getting lost in the shuffle.
Right.
But I got to ask about – so I've read the articles, I've heard the rumblings, but I want to hear it from the man himself. How did this whole thing with you getting – you became septic. Now, was this because of COVID? How did this whole thing transpire?
I had COVID about 2 months before I got really sick and went septic. Long story short, with the sepsis, pretty much it was just an unknown infection inside my bloodstream. I got tested for COVID 6 times during that whole period, and it all came back negative each time. So the doctors really don't know what caused it. I think it either had to be a meningitis or an abscessed tooth. Once I got out of the hospital, I got 2 teeth pulled in the back, just in case that was the reason. I don't know if it was the reason, but I was just trying to make sure I covered all my bases so that shit don't happen again.
And this wasn't COVID related, then the two weren't linked.
They weren't linked. I mean, they might have been linked. Who knows? Yeah. COVID's a new thing, so it might have had something to do with it. Who knows?
Yeah, well, once you face death, I'm sure fighting becomes that much less stressful. So I'm glad to see you're in good health. Contrary to how you feel about me, I'm excited to see you compete on the 19th, man. It's you're on the rise, man. I've been watching it for a long time.
I like you, Mike. I feel like I had to talk shit to get a fight.
I feel it, man. I feel it.
See, you guys are just awesome dudes, and this is just part of the fight game, and I knew it. I knew I could bring 3 ranked welterweights on the show, and y'all would just be amazing together. Geoff, I want to talk a little bit about your fight. Now, you had a rough year. This is your first fight of 2020. You look super jacked. Are you ready? Have you done anything different in your training to prepare for this fight?
Nothing as far as my training. The only thing that's different is the way my training partners spar me. But besides that, I'm ready. My cardio is back up to where it used to be. You know what I mean? I'm back outside running for an hour, 8 miles and stuff like that. So I really feel like I'm ready. And it's 5 rounds too. I've been training for 5 rounds. Every time I'm in camp, we always train for 5 rounds. So it's 5 rounds. It's nothing to me. And that's more time for me to figure Wonderboy out and look for the finish.
Okay. Now, Uriah, you are a training partner with Geoff, right?
Hmm?
Okay. So what are your thoughts?
What?
What are your thoughts? Where's Geoff at? What do you think?
Thoughts, man?
Geoff Neal, hands of stone steel.
Oh, you said it too. You said it too. You said it too. It's not just me.
That's too many freaking nicknames, bro.
I screwed that up, man. It's hands of steel, man. Fuck.
No, Geoff is a real deal, though. What I love about Geoff is he has this amazing ability to switch his style. It's almost like when you figure him out, he changes it up. And I don't know if he's aware of this or that's just his body mechanics behind it. He's just so good at it. And, he rolls with the welterweight. He rolls with me. He rolls with Ryan Spann, which is a 205er. So he has this amazing way of just switching his style. And, you figure him out, all right, he's doing this, and he just changes it. So he's constantly elevating. But, man, his camp has been amazing. I'm sure he has a great story, you know, what happened to him in the beginning, and for him to stick it through, and of course, still pushing. He's the man. I'm honored to train with him.
Geoff, I don't know if you caught this, but when I did my segment with Uriah, Fight or Die, I asked him, like, who's a fighter to watch out for, and he said Geoff Neal for sure.
Geoff Neal.
Oh, man.
Sure.
Everybody's saying that. Everybody's talking about Geoff Neal. This is the guy to watch. Everybody's saying it.
7-fight win streak. I mean, that is insane. That is insane. All
Just
right,
his
Geoff.
work ethic, man, sickening.
Geoff, give us your highs and lows of 2020.
The lows would probably be just getting sepsis. That was probably one of the worst feelings I had in my life. Like, I legit felt like I was about to die. I would not, like, I tell people all the time, I would not wish that on, like, my worst enemy. Like, I was going through torture. But the highs, it had to be like I got forced to take a break because I got a problem. I got to work out. I never stop and take a break. But with everything that happened this year, it forced me to get off my feet and just chill and relax and recover.
You're one of the
Wonderboy
few.
fight.
What's that?
I said then getting the Wonderboy fight. That's another high.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are one of the few fighters that I've interviewed that has a job in addition to fighting. You're a bartender.
Yeah, bartender, server.
I
alternate
love
between the
that.
two.
I mean,
Yeah.
so humble, so hardworking, so disciplined. I knew I could count on you. I knew I didn't have to remind you. You were probably like, I'm like, okay, Geoff's got it. He'll be there, you know?
Don't let that fool you. I do it for the women. I got beautiful women that I work with. Don't let it fool you.
Hell yeah.